Welcome back to another episode of a Barber's Connection podcast. I am your host, Chris. And before I let my guest introduce himself, I just want to give a quick shout out to Ortega's Barbershop for letting me borrow the shop for this episode today. And without further ado, just let my guest introduce himself.
Yo, man, what's up? It's your boy, B.I.G Mike. I'm here at the Barber's Connection podcast with my boy, Chris. We're about to get it popping. Shout out to Ortega Barbershop for letting us shoot here. Straight 818 vibes in the city today.
Facts,
we gotta
facts,
get busy, man. I know my boy for a while, so it's deeply rooted, Valley vibes.
For sure. I mean, and for people that don't know you, who are you? What do you do? Well, you already said who you are, but what do you do?
I'm a recording artist, bro. I come out of Panorama City. I've been doing music maybe for the past 4 years. Around like 2020, 2021.
Okay.
Started making music, touring, just getting my feet wet to the music industry.
That's dope. Okay. And then where did your name originate from? Like where did you get the idea of calling yourself Big Mike?
You know what I mean? It's really it came from the city, bro. Going to, parks when I was younger, Sepulveda Rec. Just being out there, I was a little B's brother, and as years went by, you start hoping, you find a name for yourself, and everybody was just call, hey, yo, Big Mike, So I just stuck with the name. Biggie was also one of my biggest inspirations, musically, just his vibe, swag, the style. It was just something that I embodied. And, there was already kind of calling me that, so I kind of ran
You're
with
like,
it. Yeah, I got to run with it, man.
Right? Nah, I feel it. Damn, okay. I mean, let's start off, jump. A quick question. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think before anything else, I would like to go to San Blas. That's in Nayarit, where my dad is originally from. Okay. I've been to Mexico a couple times, but I haven't been to where he was born, and maybe where most of his family is. So I would like to go and maybe adapt myself now that he's gone, rest his soul. Just go see his roots and where we come from, the Ruiz family in general. So that's definitely where I would, my first place, Other than that, Italy. I'd love to go to Italy.
Italy's dope. Okay. Definitely. All right. I mean, I've seen that you've been hitting the gym lately. You've been in there grinding,
yeah,
bro.
Man.
For a lot of people don't understand us big people going into the gym is one of those hard. First is hard because you see bro. Everybody in that joint, fit like in there going right,
yeah.
And us as big people, I feel like we're, at least me speaking for myself, I kind of shy away from it, bro, sometimes just because it's like, bro, it intimidates me in the fact that, like, bro, we sometimes, even though we think we know we're doing the right way, right? And there's people that'll just, like, stare at you and be like, what are you doing? I think
it's just the feeling of self-insecurity. You know what I mean? I grew up playing basketball, having a real foundation of a father and a mother instilling confidence in me, So I think going through the back and forth of being in shape, not being in shape, and I think just getting to the point where I wanted to be there for my family for a long time. I want to be there for my woman and my children in the future, you know what I mean? So it's just a lot of different things that comes with not only for maybe the aesthetic of how people pleasing people and how you feel and how you look, like that's just not really a major factor for me. It's more so what it is for myself and my family and my health. You know what I mean? I think at the end of the day, bro, health is wealth. I preach that to all my family members I've had and friends. I've had a lot of family that have struggled with it. So I try to push forward and just make sure everybody is in the best of their capabilities. You know what I mean? And they're able to spend their life. It's a luxury, bro, to stand and to walk and to do all these different sort of things, and I just try to really lock in and find my way with that, bro.
No, yeah, and I feel like, bro, once you get out of the mindset of like forgetting about what people think about how you look, you start enjoying it just that much more. And now it just becomes one of those that, like, damn, now I have to do it, you know? It's crazy, you know? That's how I've, you know, like I said, a month and a half in, I've talked about it before, where I'm doing high rocks and I've been running and I've been doing all this shit. And, like, bro, to me, it's one of those things that I'm, like you said, you start feeling it in yourself and you're just like, if you don't, at least for me, it feels like if you don't do it, it takes that time out of your day of like, damn, what am I gonna do?
Definitely makes you want to lock in.
Exactly.
Like,
no,
man, I'm
for
skipping
sure.
my things, man. But health as well, man. So preach that to everybody, not only artists, but family members and friends. Just take care of themselves as much as you can, man.
Okay. How did you get into music? What like you said, obviously you listen to B.I.G and you listen to all these other artists. How did you get into, like, because I can listen to music and I'll be like, oh, but I don't, at least in myself right now, I think of it and I'm like, I don't, because I've been in studios where like people are recording and that's a whole different, that's algebra to me. But like, how did you get into that?
I think everything is the emotions of music, bro. I fell in love with music at a young age. It was like a love language to me. More, especially with my father, it was kind of like something that we related to, something that we gravitated towards each other. Just learning and experience all types of music, bro. I'm a music fan, not just like rap, but just music, great music. I'm a fan of all types of music. So I think it was just really coming up, and we used to do like talent shows, bro, for my family. You know what I mean?
Oh, damn, okay.
Little things like that growing up, and I think that kind of shapes you into one day wanting to be an individual and have your own creative outlet. So I think truly at the end of the day, bro, my family and the way I was raised really influenced me finding music in my own way.
Damn, that's dope. Okay. And then making music, I know, like I said, making music is like algebra. How do you deal with criticism? Because again, music that you make might not be everybody's cup of tea.
Oh yeah,
and then that's definitely one of those things that come with the territory of it.
Yeah.
And like, how do you deal with it, bro?
Truly, I don't base myself on what nobody else thinks. You know what I mean? I create what I feel. I create what's in my mind, body, and soul, and it's true. You know what I mean? So I don't have nothing to hold back on or to feel like I'm putting on a front for anybody, because everything that I do is what I've lived, it's what I've experienced, what others around me have been through. So I never feel the need to like make myself smaller or make my light dim for others. You know what I mean? I really just truly think it's what you should do, man. If you have that light in you, you have to express it to the best of your capabilities.
Facts. Okay. And then, so like you said, you're writing your music based off of what you've experienced and what's going on, right? But do you ever like get like writer's block? Because I know, like, especially when I'm doing shit like for the podcast and I'm writing questions down, sometimes I just draw blanks and I'm just like, how can I just keep going?
Yeah, I think for sure there's moments of lapses where your life gets mundane. As a rapper, as an artist, you have to live life to be able to speak and have experiences. You know what I mean? And also, so there's times where you kind of get into your regular rotation of life and do what you do. So not as many things come to you, but pulling from the past, pulling from others' experiences, really kind of rounds about my way of creating. So I try to not, find myself in those spaces where creating is it's an outlet to me. It makes me feel free. It makes me so it's something that I feel happy to do. You know what I mean? It's not a burden. I really want to write and tell people what I'm going through and what I've experienced.
Facts. No, definitely. So I know you just dropped a couple songs, a couple singles.
Yeah.
But any new music you working on, or any shows you got coming up pretty soon?
Yeah, man. I got the project that I dropped with my boy Sotero. Under the Bridge Over the Valley. It's a collab EP. I got a single, Knockin', that just dropped. So I'm consistently dropping music, man, and planning for more. As a project, I have a project coming out soon called 8.8 Heartbreak. And that's going to be my next album. And, you know, so a little exclusive for you, bro.
Damn, y'all heard it here first.
Yeah, heard it here first, man. 8.8 Heartbreak is my new project. And it's kind of, I've been just experimenting, bro, with not feeling boxed in genres and being able to express myself in whatever way I see fit, whatever music comes out, melodies, rhymes, whatever it is, you know. So I have that coming. And I think it's going to be maybe something that not everybody is used to, but it's going to be my my new kind of magnum opus, if you will, you know what I mean? And, but as far as shows, I got a show on the 26th at the LA Reserve. For those of you that have been downtown LA, it's a club doing for my boy Merlin B.I.G Promotions, you know. So I got a new show coming up. You know, anybody that wants to pull up, we're going to have to get you out there, Chris.
Pull up. Hey, I'm down. Let me know. But what's it called? Okay, making music. Bro, being a kid from the 8, is there a specific dream collab you got in mind that you're like, this is somebody I think I would want to, and it doesn't necessarily got to be anybody from the Valley, just in general. Somebody you'd want to sit down and even make a simple single with, you know? Not a simple single, but like make a single with.
I think, like everybody out the city, I think seeing like what happened with the whole GNX, Kendrick Lamar's project, you know, seeing that he worked with other like, you know, LA artists, I think that was always the goal, to chase after the best, you know what I mean? And on the west side is Kendrick, you know what I mean? So definitely if I had like a dream collab where it's like I gotta spar and go at it with another artist, you know, it would definitely be that, try to go at the best. Not to say I wouldn't want to work with anybody out the 8, but that's definitely the dream, you know what I mean?
Okay. Talked about music. Let's talk about something different. Something, you know. I was thinking about it the other day. I went out to eat tacos. Tacos in the Valley are one of those monumental things. One of those good things. I mean, we got good food all around the Valley, but
for sure.
Tacos was just one of those. Do you like al pastor, the meat?
For sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now my question is, do you think pineapple belongs on al pastor and on, like, pizza?
I like it. I mean, everybody can feel that
Right.
their own way.
Everyone
but,
has,
you know, it's like, man, that shit just kind of gives it that quick, that, you know, salty.
That's the sweet and sour.
That's a random ass
sweet
question,
and
but
sour.
you know what? That shit is real, man.
No, yeah, bro. It's one of those, bro. And it's just like...
I'm a pineapple on pizza and pineapple pastor for sure.
Bro, for sure. No, those are definitely both gas. No, yeah.
That's funny, bro.
And then, if you can give... I mean, bro, I'm you could tell I'm just jumping around everywhere just because I love to keep people on their toes more than anything. But what's it called? If you can give your younger self a piece of advice right now, from the age you are right now to like a younger Mike, what advice would you give yourself?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would truly just let him know, make your mistakes. I think the point of living is not knowing. You know what I mean? It's not knowing the outcome of whatever situation you do. Sometimes you pick things that are from your heart. Sometimes you pick things rationally. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't change anything, man. I think everything has shaped me to be the person I've become. You know what I mean? And I feel very blessed and protected by God to live the life that I live, bro. And you know, I'm very thankful for everybody around me, everybody that cares about me, because I truly think it's at the end of the day, bro, it's a blessing to have people in your corner and people that just allow you to be yourself. So I wouldn't tell myself nothing, man. I think I'm very happy with the way things have worked out. Although not everything has been good, but it shaped me, you know.
All right. Okay. And then I mean we have the NBA we got NBA Western Conference right now.
Popping, getting going.
It's
man.
going right now.
Wish my Lakers were in there.
But All right. So who do you see finals wise? I mean, right now it's looking pretty solidified, but again,
yeah, man.
It's one of those that
fuck OKC for real. You know what I mean? I gotta say it like it is. You know, fuck OKC, but they play good, man. What can I say? I like to see Wemby in the finals.
Okay.
I like to see Wemby in there.
What about on the East?
In the East, I feel like Cleveland's really fucking. The fact, that they're not as popular as maybe other teams, but Cleveland and New York is between them two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If New York makes it, they're about to be wilding, man.
Bro, I have
a
couple homies. I have a homie that's a Knicks fan.
Oh man,
and bro, I just be letting them have
those
it.
fools are ecstatic right now,
bro. I be before it's funny because before every matchup started, I was like, oh, this team in 5, this team in 5, right? So right now that Cleveland is playing against the Knicks, I was like, Cleveland in 5, and then yesterday he hits me with a. What's up, Chris? I haven't heard any.
I heard that shit talk.
He's like, I haven't heard it, and I didn't reply because I was like, bro,
what am I gonna say?
What am I gonna say? Like, And it was one of those. He's like, yeah, exactly. You ain't got no words, nothing but crickets right now. I was like, hey, but
hoops is fun, bro. Basketball has always been a big part of my life. So just watching it and enjoying it is.
I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, going back a good amount of years. I mean, I've known you since you was a youngin'. You were in middle school. Middle school, bro.
Middle school.
I had the privilege to help coach you a little bit.
Yeah.
Help get you going, and then I saw you hoop during high school with my younger brother a little bit. You was there.
I spent 1 year with him on varsity. I think it was my 10th grade year, his junior year. His senior year. We spent a year together, and it was cool, bro. I think that's kind of like the crazy part about all this. It's like sometimes people be like, oh, why you do this with certain people? It's like there's so much of a deeper foundation, you know what
exactly.
I mean? This is a friend. This is somebody that I've spent time with before, aside from whatever he's doing in his personal life. It's a homie, you know what I mean? And for you to be creating and doing your own thing makes me happy, bro. And it makes me feel like where else would I want to come and sit down and talk? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. No, yeah, like, bro, it's funny because before even we started recording, we were going into like how if you didn't know us as youngins, you wouldn't like realize who our sibling is unless you've really been there. Because now that we're older, like you say, we're all adults, and bro, we all have our own lives to live, and like there's times where me and my brother are kicking it with people, and they're like,
"Oh, you guys
what
are
the
brothers?
fuck? You guys are brothers?" Like, yeah, no,
this whole time,
and it's like, but because again, like my brother's dynamic and mine are very one of those like. At the end of the day, yes, we're brothers, but we'll always treat each other like homies, because again, we've grown up. Obviously, that's my. I can honestly say that's my best friend, and we've done everything together to say the least. Yeah. But yeah, no, like we treat each other like homies. We'll mess around, we'll joke around, but
I think those are the best type of relationships, bro. When you could you don't feel like you're walking on eggshells with people you love.
And honestly, look, bro, like my biggest thing, I've always told people, look, like if I don't joke around with you, if I don't fuck around with you, like
I don't
really fuck with you. I'm just being more of a cordial person, But like if I'm making jokes, giving you a little
the energy,
little jabs here and there, like
energy,
giving you giving you energy, like. I really don't fuck with you like that, but like I get, my people, like you said, give my people the energy they deserve, because again, we've been through it since jump. We've done our thing, so it's one of those for sure. But I mean, it's the same thing with you, bro. Like when I was seeing you post about. Rest in peace, your dad. I saw pictures of like, and I kind of had my suspicions, but I wasn't like, I'm like, damn, But like you kind of put it into perspective that like me and your brother are the same age, bro, and like because again, like just like me and my brother are two completely different people.
Yeah, me and him are
you and him are two completely different people. So it's like unless you've grown up with us type
you really
thing,
truly understand it.
you really truly understand who we are and who the other person is.
Yeah, man. I think it's just to me being an artist, and a lot of people don't like to intertwine their personal life with their artistry. And I think that's at the end of the day what makes you real, bro. The realism to make people understand that this is real life, bro. You may see the fun and the shows and the this and the touring, but there's so much work that comes behind all this, bro. So much sacrifice, so many days that you're not there for people you love,
Bro.
and you know you gotta you're doing something as selfish as it may sound for yourself, but at the end of the day, for others to try to maybe change others' lives just as much as you're trying to change yours. So I just think it's teaching you kind of, you know, at the end of the day to how to go about all these situations, bro. Go about feelings and emotions that people feel when you're doing all these things, you know, because people are gonna. You're never gonna make nobody 100% happy, man.
That part, bro.
And
for real.
at the end of the day, you gotta worry about yourself and the people that give you the love and the energy that you feel you deserve. So, you know, I try to focus on those people, and the rest I let God handle, bro.
Right? For real. No, definitely. I mean, we talked little bit about that you played with my younger brother, but for how long did you play ball for?
I played ball all my life, bro. Basically from a kid all the way to...
like, how old were you when you, like, first started playing
Probably
ball?
started, like, at 5, 6 years old.
Oh, shit, okay.
My dad was a big Laker fan, bro. My dad had a big old Lakers hat on his chest,
Damn.
bro. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
wild.
that's the type of basketball family I come from, you know what I mean? So it was ingrained in us, bro, from kids. The mama mentality, you know, if you will, just cold, bro, and working. My dad fucking based his whole aura, his whole lore off that shit, you know, working hard and achieving to reach your full potential. And it's something that I held very deep, bro, and basketball was such a big part of my life. I played throughout high school, varsity. I went to college. I went to Valley College, and I played 1 year.
Oh, shit. I didn't know this shit.
Yeah.
This is news to me.
Yeah, I went to Valley College and played for 1 year.
Okay. How was that? How was it transitioning from playing high school ball to now playing?
I think that was the whole
the
whole thing, bro. When I got there, I felt like because I did the summer tryouts. I went for winter. We started the season, and at the end of the day, they had like, you know, cuts. You know what I mean? So they asked me to redshirt, and I at that point that I wasn't live, it was kind of like I needed to work. I had somebody that I was with at the time, you know what I mean? So it was just so many factors. And so going, like, you know, life became, oh, man, it's basketball in high school and I practice other things, to going to college and it's like real life also with basketball, you know? So real life just kind of took a front seat,
I mean, bro,
for sure, you know?
That's definitely one of those.
Maybe I didn't focus as much as I could, didn't do as much as I could with basketball, but I think that was how it was written for me. And I think, so now with music, it's something that I feel like I have grand potential, just like I did with basketball. And this time around, I'm not gonna stop. You know what I mean?
Only person stopping you
only
is you?
Yeah. So it was kind of like, this is your second chance at to be something great. I've always wanted to do something great. I've always felt the need to be somebody great, somebody that shifts culture and moves people, brings people together. And the only way I truly knew how to do it was through sports and music. So when sports was over, music just really ingrained itself in my life, bro. And so I wouldn't do this without playing sports all the time, you know. So I really give gratitude to my dad and people that put basketball in my hand, you know, my coaches from around the way, since a little kid to Panorama to Valley College. You know, they just kind of put that battery in my back, and it's led to this.
Was your coach at Valley Watson?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, bro. That man's been around for a minute.
Yeah, old school black dude. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
bro. I remember taking his class,
bro.
and there'd be times where he wouldn't even.
I had
show up to
him.
class.
I had him for health.
Yeah,
I
had him for health, and this would not like when there was times where he just post a sign at the door and not going to class.
Yeah, bro.
And I was like, why the? I'm like, in my head, I'm like, bro, my financial aid is paying all this money. Why the fuck isn't this man showing up to work, right? I was like, I got a job. I was like, and I can't just be like, hey, I'm not gonna go.
In my head, I was like, hey, bro, like health class for me is an easy A.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially, bro, I feel like he definitely looked out for his basketball
for
players,
sure.
for sure.
No
but
doubt.
it was just one of those. And then one of my boys told me, he's all like, oh, he's actually the basketball coach. I was like, well, now it makes sense. Now I get why.
Puts it all together.
Exactly. I was like, now I get why the hell.
Yeah, that's so funny, bro.
He wasn't here.
I remember that shit. He was a health teacher.
I mean, we're talking about sports. Who was your, from being 5 to now playing up to college ball for a little bit? Who was your favorite teammate? And it doesn't got to be my brother, because just because you on here with me, because I can give a rest shit. But who would you say was your favorite player? Well, favorite teammate
Person to play with. That's a good one, bro. I think my junior year, we made it to the second round of the Division III playoffs. So I would think that team. Shout out my boy Jeremiah, Makai, Kenneth, Robert. They were all seniors, and I was the only junior on the starting five.
I was about to say, hold on. Like, bro, I feel like these guys were older than you, bro.
They were all seniors, and I was the only junior on the starting five, bro. And it was like, for me, that was a big deal. It's like, oh, Garcia, trusted me to be, big with them and run with the senior unit. So I think those for sure was my favorite teammates to play with. I think we, found that chemistry together. And that one year that we, went to this, bro, that team that won, that 12-0 season team, they lost in the first round, you know what I mean? That team, that 2018 team, went to the second round, bro. I mean, that's all I got to say.
Right?
Hey, Panorama people, you know what's up, man. I don't know who with that team would win, 2012 or 2018.
Damn.
That 2012 versus that 2018 team.
Honestly, me being a little biased and me seeing both teams hoop,
Yeah,
I can honestly say 2012.
That's a bad boy.
Bro, they were definitely
Chris Aguilar.
They had
Kenneth
some ballers.
Gibbs, bunch of ball players, bro.
They had a bunch of ballers
players. And they were real good. But I would like to see that.
No,
I would like to get a
for real prime,
everybody together.
Like both being let's say prime.
Yeah.
Both 2012 and 2018.
They had big guards, bro. Chris Aguilar is fucking 6'2" point guard. We had a 5'8" point guard, 5'6" point guard, So, but like I said, bro, it was beautiful to experience those times, and I think basketball should just show you so much about life, bro. Being able to adapt to others' characteristics and capabilities, and learning how to motivate each other. It's something that influences your whole life. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
And then I know you mentioned being you're a Laker fan.
Yeah.
So being a Laker fan right now, how do you feel about LeBron?
Damn, man. I mean,
I know first of all, being a Laker fan and being a Kobe
this shit
fan.
Still sounds weird, bro. All these years later, and him coming to LA, it still sounds weird. How do you feel to be a LeBron fan? Or how you feel LeBron? It still feels awkward. He brought a chip, he brought that 2020 chip. I was hoping he'd bring more than one, so we'll see if he retires, if he's gonna come back next year.
Do you think they're gonna re-sign him?
I think him and Luka gotta get one.
Okay.
I think him and Luka gotta get one.
So you as a Laker fan, you're okay.
I'm biased, of course.
But I'm saying, are you okay with
them signing LeBron?
Yeah. Because I know I've seen a lot of people where they're like, fuck LeBron.
Yeah, a lot of people are trying to get rid of it, bro.
I'm done with LeBron. Yeah.
I still think no matter what, bro, he's one of the greatest players to ever play. You feel me? So having him on your team, it could be a burden, but it's you have the best player, one of the best players, bro, to ever play. You know what I mean? So I think him and Luka gotta get one, bro. I really want them to get one, but then again, I'm a Laker fan.
So you're a little biased on that.
So I'm biased on that shit,
For
sure, I want them to see get one.
Who's your sports idol and why?
Man, bro, Cole all day, bro. I think it was just the undeniableness, bro, of being great. You know what I mean? Fuck everybody. You want to paint me as a villain. You want to paint me as an asshole. You know what I mean? Because I don't fit your standards, or maybe I don't rub your emotions the way you feel. But sometimes when there's a greater goal at task, some of you may die. And that's a risk I'm willing to take. You know what I mean? Because it's truly at the end of the day, bro, how great are you trying to be? And it takes sacrifice. It takes so many things to accomplish the type of things that he did. So I'm like, his mentality, I try to take it to music, you know what I mean, and feel the same way about it. So he's definitely, one of my biggest idols, although you shouldn't have any idols, but for sure he's one of my biggest influences sports-wise.
Sure, for sure. All right, we got a little game for you. You're going to blind rank 1 through 10.
Oof.
I'm doing it a little harder for you. Kanye songs, okay?
Man, that's a good one. Okay. Kanye songs, okay.
Through the Wire.
Damn.
1 through 10.
1 out of 10? That's it's crazy to put that up right at the first one. I'm going to go 5 because there's a lot of great songs.
So we on 5.
There's a lot of great songs. Bro.
Okay, and then Slow Jams.
7.
Damn. Okay. And then Runaway.
2.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, Runaway.
So right now,
bro, Runaway is one of the best songs, bro. I mean, like, anybody that listens to some shit, that shit is one of the best songs ever. That whole album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, one of my favorite albums of all time. Me and my lady, it's kind of one of the albums that was like shaped our relationship beginning, you know what I mean? So I definitely have a sentiment to that.
Okay.
But I think it's one of my favorite albums for sure.
Okay. Can't Tell Me Nothing.
What did I say? 2?
You said 2, 7, and 5.
3.
That's 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Gold Digger.
As you know.
1 through 10.
9.
9. Damn. Okay. Yeah, that one was a little.
It's a bop, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a little bop, you know what I mean? But it's not his. Like we're talking about his greatest songs. Nah, no way.
Ghost Town.
Oh, bro, that's one of my favorites, bro. Did I say 2 already?
You said 2. You said
4.
2 would run away.
4.
4. Okay.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs, bro.
Flashing Lights.
Flashing Lights. I'll go. Which one have I said?
You have. Right now, you have 5, 7, 2, 9, 3, and 4.
I said 1 already?
You haven't said 1.
Okay. 4.
You already said 4 with Ghost Town.
You said I have 6.
You have 5,
5,
7,
7,
2, 9.
5.
You already have 5.
5?
Yeah, you already have 5. You have Through the Wire at 5.
Oh, 7.
You got Slow Jams at 7.
Damn, so which ones do I?
So the ones you don't have.
The ones I don't have.
Okay, you don't have 1. You
Okay.
don't have 6. You don't have 8. And 10.
6.
6, okay.
I had to get it that way.
You
you guys can't see, but I got a bottle of Don Julio Blanco. Yeah, you think this Sprite is the Sprite? Me and my man, we're having some inebriated conversations.
Father, Stretch My Hands.
Damn. 1, 8, and 10 you have left?
You have 1, 8, and 10, yeah.
Put 8.
Okay.
That's just about to be all over the place when it's over done with this.
Bound 2.
1.
Damn, okay.
Bound was one of my favorite songs, bro. That was one of my favorite songs. It's going to be a banger, too. I'm already knowing it's going to come up next. Stupid banger.
Devil in a New Dress.
Damn. Damn.
I know that one.
It got to be where it got to be, 10,
that one's 10, yeah.
If I could re-rank them, I would. Don't kill me in the comments, man.
If you can re-rank them, now that you know the list, how would you rank?
I got like Ghost Town, Runaway,
Ghost Town, Runaway. Okay.
Devil in a New Dress, and Bound. Those are my top 4. I'll put those like
okay.
that. Then all the other ones they can fit in however they feel.
I know you talked about Kendrick, and I got a little. Now I got Kendrick blind ranking albums,
okay.
And he does albums / EPs. However you want to put it. Okay, because he doesn't. And this is only 5 I'm doing,
right.
all right? So, Section 80.
That's such a good one, bro. 4.
4, okay. Damn.
Damn is one of my favorite albums, bro. Damn has one of my favorite songs, or 2 of my favorite songs, Yeah and Fear. I listen to those shits like daily.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like daily, like I listen to those shits. Yeah and Fear. I'm going to say 2.
Okay. Good Kid, Mad City.
3.
Okay.
I think it was one of those like everybody would be like, oh, that's his best. That's the most classic. I think that was just kind of like it was a moment in time, bro. But like his artistry is just like went over the moon, you know. Since he's like, and that shit is a classic, you know what I mean? So it just goes to show how great his other ones are.
Without a doubt. To Pimp a Butterfly.
That's number 1 for me.
Okay.
Free, You, so many great songs, bro. But that shit fucking really shaped my mental, bro, and like helped me dig deeper into my emotions and I think sometimes we don't truly understand all the shit that we go through as kids coming up in the hood, you know what I mean? And to have somebody to reiterate and let you know that your feelings are valid, you know what I mean? Is beautiful to feel like other people feel the same way as you. So that's why I feel like I try to do the same with my music is let people know like you know this shit is real, bro, and we feel the same things whether or not you can express them the way I can express them. You know what I mean?
Facts, without a doubt.
Not to get off topic, but not to get off
Oh,
topic,
you
but
know,
you know.
you chilling. Because obviously it's not like one of those things that we're perfect at everything. We're at the end of the day we're human and
Yeah,
we make mistakes, we make our errors, we make our we fail at times,
for sure.
So how has failure shaped your life, bro?
Man, bro, it's made me so strong. It's made me just realize that at the end of the day, bro, there's no growth, and that's what I base my whole um, music, my brand is about growth. You know what I mean? Is being able to take those trials and tribulations and adversities and make them strengths. You know, and make them positive. Um, so it makes me hungrier. It makes me feel prouder of what I do and where I come from. Some people feel like discouraged by failing. I take it as a bump on the road, you know what I mean, and it doesn't move me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I have the utmost confidence in myself and what I do. So failure only motivates me. Yeah.
Facts. Okay, without a doubt. I mean, I see you got "The World Is Yours" on your arm.
Yeah.
Is that what does that mean to you? I mean, is there a
Funny.
special meaning to it? Like,
Fun, yeah.
you know?
Funny enough, this tattoo itself, "The World Is Yours," this was written on my graduation card that my dad gave me,
Oh shit. Okay.
and this is his handwriting.
Oh
And he
yo,
just
that's dope.
and I took it and I put it on my hand, but I think it was just the sentiment of him, bro, having the utmost confidence in me. When I told him I was doing music, like he was over the world. You know, you would think Mexican pops is like, what the fuck is you doing, man?
Yeah.
You
Why you
wasting your
making
time,
music? Why you
bullshit. You know,
exactly?
go play your sport and focus and go to school. And he was just like, bro, he was a vibe, bro. He was such a great person that I can never truly express everything that he meant to me. You know what I mean? I think everybody, you truly don't know how important it is to have a father, bro. A father figure in your life in a two-parent household. And I know it's something that a lot of the people I grew up around didn't get to experience.
Me included,
So,
bro.
so even though at times I feel robbed, you know, because he passed away so young. I also know I'm blessed, and there's so many people that never get to feel what it feels like to have that, you know. So the I hold that shit, bro, with like as much as I can because it's something that I don't want to forget, that I don't want to lose. You know, it's just kind of that, you know, staying positive and just remembering all the belief he had in me and keep it within myself. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna believe in you more than you believe in yourself, bro. And I tell everybody all the time, like, I'm not selling you nothing that I wouldn't fucking, 100% take myself. Like, I'm truly 100% ingrained in my music, and I think it's something that could move not only the people that we're from, but the world eventually.
I feel it. Yeah, that's dope though. I mean, like you said, I unfortunately wasn't blessed to be, to have a father figure in my life like that. So to hear that the way your father made you feel as a person, as a man, because again, and bro, to me, kudos to my mom. Obviously my mom was super strong. She was a single parent, bro, raising nothing but boys, trying to turn them into men. She had one female, and that was hard. So I'm like, damn, having to be a woman to raise 3 boys to make them into men is definitely one of those. And don't get me wrong, bro, there was times where I fucking was trying to figure shit out because I didn't know how to figure shit out. Because again, I never had that person of like that male figure to
Role
be like,
model.
hey, let me knock on.
This is what you gotta do.
This is what you gotta do. This is how you do it. This is what again, growing up in this area, it's easy to fall into the bullshit and the crevices of life, and because I could have easily
went the wrong way.
I could have been on some dumb shit, and could have been, you never know, locked up on drugs or doing some other shit. Exactly. Totally doing the wrong things. For sure. But it's great to hear that, your dad was there for you.
Yeah, bro. Definitely like just to reiterate what you said, it's like I have so many family members myself, cousins, away for years. You know what I mean? Not being able to see the light of day, bro. You know what I mean? So to grow up with your cousins and uncles and aunts that like go through all these things, it shaped me up, bro. My dad was just like, I love that movie, The Bronx Tale, and he the working man's a sucker, you know what I mean? And he tells his dad, you know what I mean, because he's a little kid and he thinks fast money is the way to go. And he's like, bro, you don't know how hard it is to get up every day. People fucking talk shit to me. I got to go through this. I got to go through that. But I do it, why? For you. Right. For your mom. For the family. For us to have a life that I never had. You know what I mean? So that shit, it just made me, like, super appreciative, bro. And now maybe experiencing what he did makes me understand it even more, and how strong he was and how he didn't. As a kid, you don't see shit like that, bro.
You really don't.
You don't see the struggle. You don't see people's emotions. And then when you get to this age, you're like, damn, he was feeling all this. Or damn, she was feeling all this. And she was just kind of, oh, we got Christmas presents. Oh, it's your birthday. We're going to have a party at the park.
Even if it was at the
no bread,
park,
bro. No bread. And just making piñatas and something out of nothing, bro. So that shit was just like, to know that our parents were doing all these things, bro, and didn't have maybe that support system. I think now people understand more mental health and emotions and how these things affect you, you know what I mean? And how much they play a part in your everyday life. And I think for them, they didn't get to get that and get that understanding for what they were going through. So I really, bro, I commend them for growing up in a different era. And I feel just blessed to grow up how I grew up and to be able to know that it's so much deeper than what's on the surface.
Exactly, bro, because I remember my mom's got up day in, day out, bro. No, yeah, we'd see she was tired. Yeah, we knew, like, what it was, but it was like,
we were really worried about that shit.
We weren't really worried. We were kids trying to be kids, My mom, sure. My mom's took both me and my brother to, like I said, I've said it before, where she's taking us to soccer. Yeah. Bro, she used to work from 6:30 or 7 in the morning to like about 4:30 in the afternoon. Yeah. Drive her ass to pick us up at school. Bro, and bro, like at Vista, when we were at Vista, Bro, she was there exactly at 5:30, picking us
Ready.
up, ready to pick us up and take us. Bro, I remember still, she'd pick us up from there. Bless you. She'd pick us up from there, and she'd take us directly to practice. And most parents back then, I don't know how it was with you, but like most parents would just drop off their kid, not even like walk them into the park, bro. Just drop them off on the sidewalk. Hey, walk your ass to the park. I'll come pick you up at 8. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
And but bro, my mom would take her chair there. She'd have her little crossword puzzle or whatever the fuck she had to do.
Yeah.
Whether it was pay bills, because back then we didn't have we didn't have cell phones to be
bro,
like, hey.
You had to ask the motherfucker, hey, bro, can I borrow your phone so I can call my mom?
Bro. Like, so I remember I used to see my mom. I remember moms being sometimes at a payphone or even just trying to pay her bills, bro, and it was just she never complained, bro. Yeah. She never, I remember
that shit 10 toes.
Hell yeah, like a fucking champion, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And don't get me wrong, there was, bro, it goes as simple as at birthday parties, bro. Like you said, bro. I remember keep in mind, me and my brother's birthdays are 3 months apart.
Yeah.
So we were doing it. We were doing it in like August, bro. Yeah. Birthdays, and it was just like. We were mad. We were mad because we were like, "Why?"
That's not my birthday.
It's not my birthday. It's not his birthday. Like, why are we doing it right in the middle? Like, but it was, bro. Like, not like I said.
Now you see why.
Now I see it, bro. Damn. Like I'm like, bro, damn. Like, I be counting, bread to pay my bills and all this, and I'm like,
yeah, bro.
How the fuck am I supposed to make
that
this shit
feel so different,
bro?
You know what I mean?
I'd be like. Before I used to be like, Mom, let me borrow $20. I'd be like, Mom, let me borrow $20. Oh, I don't got $20. I got 10 for you.
How you don't got no 10?
I was like, how don't you got $20? And then now
you're like, damn, I don't got no $20 to give your ass.
It's funny because every time now as an adult, bro, like I try my hardest to give as much as I can to my moms.
Yeah, bro.
Because, bro, like there's times where because my moms don't drive. My mom's older, so it's time where we go to the store and I take her sometimes. My brother takes her, whatever it is. Yeah. But there's times where she's looking for her card or whatever to pay or whatever, and I just come right and pay, right?
For sure.
And she's like, "Why did you do that?" I'm like,
this is what I'm supposed to do.
I was like, it's not a problem. I was like, it doesn't bother me. Yeah. She's all like, she'd be like, get the money from my account and just sell it to yourself or just transfer it to yourself. I'm like, I was like, this money this doesn't bother me. I was like, this is I don't know if you're on the same mindset or same wavelength that I'm on, but it's like, for me, helping out my people is a no-brainer.
Makes you feel so good.
I'm just like, all right. Oh, you want these $60 shoes, or hey, let me go get my mom some $50 flowers. Let me go get my fiance, $60, $70 on Amazon worth of stuff, or let me get my sister, for Mother's Day some flowers, or get my brother, hey, here's an extra $10, $20 for gas, whatever it is, right? To me, it doesn't bother me. You feel me? Sure. I'm very unfazed by it. But when it comes to me buying my own shit,
your own shit,
I'm just like,
I think that's what happens too.
I'm very like, do I need it? Do I need it or do I want it? Shit, yeah, hell yeah, without a doubt.
I think that's kind of what happens, like, especially for like, usually it's like with older siblings. For me, I'm the youngest sibling, bro.
How many siblings do you got?
I have 2 older siblings.
Okay.
All
boys? You guys were all boys?
All boys. And I spent the most time with my dad, you know what I mean? So naturally, like, just growing up around older folks, like, you kind of learn the game, you know what I mean? And how he did things. So, when to young people, to people that are younger, it's like, oh, you do things like that. But it's like, I'm just mimicking what he showed me at the end of the day, So, like, all the values and morals and the way he carried himself is what I try to embody now. You know what I mean? So, like today, bro, like I told you before all this, I pulled up a little late. I was with my family, bro. We go camping every year at Lake Piru. And last year, my dad passed away in April. So, when May came around, we didn't have a chance to go. And I promised myself, bro, that this time around, this year, I would at least take him, his candles and light them up and make some food for my brothers and my cousins. And I did. And it makes me feel so filled with gratitude, bro, to be able to do what I feel like he felt would be necessary and what he would wanted to do. You know what I mean? Just to and my mom, bro, like you said, I have such a strong mom, bro. She works constantly and does everything she could do to take care of herself. So I try to help her in whichever way I could, bro. But it's like one of those supermodels where it's like she don't want you to do nothing.
She don't want
for her.
you to
She
do
don't want
nothing.
you to do nothing for
bro,
her. You know
to
what I
this
mean?
day, bro, I kid you not, I haven't been living at home since I want to say like 4 or 5 years now,
Yeah.
give or take, right? And bro, to this day, my mom still texts me, "Hey, do you have enough to pay rent?" Hey, keep in
Just
mind,
checking
bro,
on you,
bro,
yeah.
keep in mind, my mom is retired already, dog. You know, so she texts me, she calls me, she's like, "Hey, did you eat? Do you have food? Do you have money for rent? Do you need money?
Everything.
Everything." And you know, like, don't get me wrong, bro. Like, right now, because again, life is life, and sometimes we get
For sure.
irritated a little quicker with our folks, you know.
Yeah.
And there's times where I'm like, you know,
My space.
I need my space, like, yeah, but then like. Then I you know, I think of like people like for
bro.
example, like you, bro, that you can't tell your pops like, hey, give me space, like, because all you want to do is be around.
Be around, yeah.
You know?
I think that's kind of what really shaped our relationship now is being that, bro, I see her 4 times a week. You know what I mean? Not living with her, living across the city from her. I see her 4 or 5 times a week, constantly just going to visit her and support her and what she does. And that makes me feel alive, bro. To be like, you know, she could rely on me. She could be proud of me more than anything, and proud of what I've accomplished, not only in my musical career, but in my professional career and what I do for a living. Being able to maintain a company that my father built. So, you know, it means so much to me, bro, to have her blessing and have her acknowledgement, because I know how much she's worked for us to be where we are. So, you know, I try to just make right by her, bro. And that's, at the end of the day, that's all I could do. And my brothers as well. You know what I mean? Just, you got to let people know you love them, bro. No matter what. I think it's troublesome. I feel like at times, because like everything, bro, you go through times where it's like maybe you're not in the best place. Maybe you're not in the best place. They're not in their best, and it's hard to meet in the middle. And there's a lot of static. So just letting people know you love them, bro, and how much they mean to you, and to appreciate them for who they are. Because, you know, if they're not who they are, bro, you know, you guys don't have that relationship. So, you know, sometimes it's like, oh, I got to deal with this motherfucker. But, you know, it really shapes the family dynamic.
Fact.
You know
No,
I mean?
bro, don't get me wrong. There's times where I get into it with family, and
Yeah, bro, that shit is tough.
I even get into it with my fiance sometimes, and, you know, I'm just like, damn, like, then, you know, after a little while, after I've cooled down, I'm just like, damn, I go into that headspace of like, damn, like, I need to be smarter about what the fuck I'm doing, because again, you know, life isn't guaranteed, and, you know, our you know, life is life, and one day they won't.
Never know.
You never know. They might not be here, and it's one of those that you're just gonna be like, fuck, could have been better.
Yeah, bro. You try to make do with every day, and I think, you know, losing people, unfortunately, will teach you that, and will teach you the importance of appreciating just the littlest things, bro. Every day, I appreciate my lady so much, my brothers, my mom, you know, and just being able to experience them on a day in and day out basis. Maybe things that annoyed me before don't, because I know what it's like not to have them anymore.
Facts.
From other people.
Yeah.
You know, so their little annoying things now make me laugh.
Yeah, because you're
I mean?
like, bro,
it makes me be like, all right, let me deal with it. You know what I mean? Because I remember what I thought was annoying from, you know, my dad, and now he's not here to bug me no more. And I think about it, I'm like, oh, man, I would love to take you to the store if you really wanted to. You know what I mean? So, you know, learning to appreciate, bro, and value the things that mean a lot to you.
Facts, okay. I mean, like we said, life isn't a thing that's guaranteed and promised. But how would you want to be remembered, bro?
Wow, that's a very good question. I would want to be remembered as someone who gave everything. You know what I mean? Left everything on the table. You know what I mean? No stone unturned. Cause I think that's how I went. You know, like bro, it's so crazy to see people's feeling after your death. To see people remember you. Like the littlest things that you do sometimes impact somebody's life in such a crazy way, bro. That they'll talk about you with so much angst and like love and desire. And I seen that, bro, from other people with my dad. And I hate to, or not hate to, but it sounds like a broken record where it's like I just would want to be remembered as somebody who did everything I could for everybody I love, bro. Whether it was fuck music, fuck egos and everything. It's just being remembered for doing everything I could for the people I love, and that truly would make me happy at the end of the day. Because I've seen it. I've seen somebody that wasn't rich, that wasn't a big figure in the world, but to the people that they impacted, they were everything. You know what I mean? So, yeah, my desires are much greater, but that would make me feel content. You know.
I like that. I like that answer for real. 2 questions. Usually I ask this before, we head out and we close out an episode. But who's your hero?
Like I said, bro, broke a record. Pops, bro. Pops. He was just a man. You know what I mean? What people define as a man. A father figure, somebody that shapes your life in ways that you can't describe. Sometimes people look for that in other men. You know what I mean? And I was blessed enough to have it at my house every day, bro, and see someone day in and day out how they operate with their own family. You ever seen The Sopranos, bro?
I've heard of it, not really watched it.
It was kind of like a dude that, like, he was in the mafia, but he also had his family, and I saw my dad like that, being able to maintain this whole crazy life that he had, but also his family life, you know what I mean, and just like really intertwine them and make them work in unison, and he just really moved mountains, bro, and make people happy. So I think seeing a hero like a real life hero, bro, that help and save people maybe from their own demise, it was him, you know what I mean? And I can't give nobody else that title honorably.
Of course. No, without a doubt. And that's kind of why, because again, the reason I always ask this question more than anything is because everyone's got a different hero.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a different mindset and different way they see life and who they see as their hero, bro. Not
For
everyone
sure.
has the same person to be their hero, because again, a lot of people, you tell them, oh, who's your hero, and they'll give you a famous ass person. They'll give you someone that's up there, right?
Yeah.
But then, like, bro, I feel like we fail to give our flowers to the people that
bro,
really deserve it, and really that really shaped the way we grew up. The way we are as people. Like, bro, like, I know I've said my mom's my hero.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, my sister's my hero too, bro. Like,
Yeah,
bro, females, the way, and I'm gonna try to say this without getting emotional, but I feel like women that do this raising kids by themselves, bro,
Yeah, bro.
are heroes in themselves, bro.
For
because
sure.
one, raising kids is hard.
Yeah.
Raising
With a 2-parent household.
Exactly.
Not let alone.
Exactly, bro.
As a woman,
and raising then raising boys to turn them into men when they're not men themselves, bro, is one of those deepest, most
You can never
appreciated things. Like, bro, like, I kid you not, there was times where my sister was like, I don't know how I can do this.
Yeah.
I have a nephew. He's 22 years old right now. He's still young,
Yeah.
And she's very like, there was times where she's like, I don't know how I can do it. I don't know how to do it. I was like, and now that he just graduated from Cal State LA on Wednesday.
Okay.
And so
Congrats.
congrats to him. and she's very like, you know, it's one of those that it's like all that work, all that sacrifice you did, all this movement of mountains that you did for this kid
specific
was
reason,
for this specific reason. Nobody can take this away from you because just as much as it is an achievement for him,
it's an achievement for you. Yeah, bro.
You know, and so shout out to my sister for really doing that shit and, you know, raising 2 kids on her own.
Yeah, bro. I think it's definitely a underrated thing. Like I said, as much as I give grace to my father, my mom is one of the most important people in my life, and just women in a general retrospect. You know, just how important strong women are in your life, from your women to your from your mom to your aunts to your spouse. Bro, that's why I got the ankh tatted on me, bro. Mm-hmm. It's the symbol of life, and without women, there's no life. No matter which way you flip it, they're the beacon of light, and they make us men. Whatever way you, I mean, you know,
you got to think of it, bro. Like
you can say what you want,
you could exactly, you can say what you want. Like, oh, you know, women aren't playing a good this part in your life, right? But like, bro, we can put it as an example of like, you can grow up without a father and be okay, you know. Yeah. But there's those people that grow up without a mother, and it's hard, you know.
A mother's love is like
a mother's, bro. That's
something that you can't replace, bro.
For a man, that's their first love for sure.
You can't replace things like that, bro. And it's not everybody gets lucky to have to get with a woman that loves you the same way your mom loves you. I think that's kind of like what marriage is at the end of the day. It's like a passing of the torch, per se, where it's like, okay, what was my responsibility all this time is now yours. And I feel comfortable enough giving you this burden, I guess, per se, of loving this person, of caring for this person through health, through sickness, rich or poor. And it's just those things where it's just like, bro, at the end of the day, you will truly see people will let themselves and expose themselves. You don't have to search and find. People will tell you who they are. They will tell you what you mean to them, and you can make that decision for there and decipher truly what's meant for you. You know what I mean? So I don't have no qualms with anybody. Somebody who wants to be in my life will be. Somebody who won't. And you know, you gotta just be grateful for who does. For real.
Facts, without a doubt. So obviously I know you're an artist. At the end of the day, you're an artist, and social media is one of those big factors that help us because
for sure,
us creators. Because at the end of the day, you're a creator of music. I'm a creator of content, but it's one of those that helps us grow. What social media? What socials are you on, and where can people find you, bro?
Bro, I'm on everything. Instagram to Twitter to TikTok. You can find me on B.I.G_444 on IG. TikTok, big_growth records. I'm on all streaming platforms from Apple Music to Spotify, Pandora, everything, bro, everything. And it's just one of those things where maybe now for artists, content creation is like, oh, it's a drag. But to me, bro, at the end of the day, it gives me a chance to connect with my fans and the fan base that I do have, that I'm grateful to have, in ways that they could just learn about me more, bro. And in the music, I feel like I speak a lot for myself and who I am, but truly being able to hear me and my voice and speaking about what I stand for, who I'm fighting for, who I'm rooting for and against. You know what I mean? It makes people feel more deeply connected to you. And at the end of the day, I use it for that. You know what I mean? For people to see my everyday life and understand that this shit it's not sweet. It's a struggle, and it's a sacrifice you have to make to be an artist and a creator at the end of the day.
Facts, without a doubt. But appreciate you being on here, bro.
Thank you, brother.
It's one of those that it was just...
one of those deep ones, bro. And I really appreciate you having me and giving me this platform to just be able to come and speak my mind freely. And like I said, bro, you've been a great friend since I was younger, bro. So I truly appreciate you, and I wish you nothing but blessings and success in all your new endeavors. Yeah, man. It's your boy Big Mike, man, at the Barber's Connection podcast.
I appreciate you. Hey, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all can slide in them DMs, talk to us, ask questions, bro. We don't have the answers to everything, but we will try to give you one. We'll try to give you one, you know. But yeah, check us out. We're, like I said, you can find this episode on YouTube, Spotify for now. Working on getting on Apple Podcasts, but we're here. Yeah, Big Mike, appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, bro, for having me. Much love. Appreciate everybody. And good night.